Well, still to come in our last hour, a flamboyant redhead celebrity chef with a really touching story.
Yes, Peta Mathias is in the house and she's cooking in our kitchen as well.
Stacey and Thane are in with old schooler Lionel Richie's newest offering, plus MDNA, the height of Madonna's musical career, is it?
Oh, I don't think so. Not really, no.
I haven't even heard it yet.
No. Well, you know. You can't
Storming
argue
her
with her
undies, isn't
success. She is Madonna. She is Madge, but, you know. MC Tali's also back as well. She'll be blocking some big out tunes up in our performance area.
Big out tunes.
But now, as promised, Peta Mathias is back from Fiji.
She is, and she joins us now with the Fred Hollows Foundation's Liz Phillips. Hello to both of you.
Good morning.
Hi. It's so nice to see you here, because often when I think of you, I mean, not that I sort of think of you that often, but when I think of your name, I sort of think of you in the south of France writing cookbooks and doing lovely things.
Actually, it's ages since I've been in here. The studio's so flush.
Lovely to have
my
you
God,
back.
it's
Now,
yeah,
Jeanette's come on board. Honestly, they've upped their game.
Yes, we have upped that. And you, darling.
Hey, I suppose we probably need to start with the weather that's...
I know,
exactly
we just got
where you've
out.
been.
I got back on Thursday and the floods had started, the rain had started, and literally we were running ahead of it. But the people who were due to leave just after us, like in the evening, didn't get anywhere near their plane, and they're still there.
So you were in Bar, which is where?
Bar is near La Toca, which is where we were staying in our hotel, so it's about another 3/4 of an hour drive. Is that how you would describe it? Yeah. And, you know, I'm thinking about those people.
Yeah.
Because we went into the villages, we know how they live, and I'm thinking, where are they?
Where are they now?
Where are they? What's happened to them?
Oh, it's
because their houses are really cute, but they're really, you know, I mean, it was 35 degrees when we were there, so, and they're poor. So what's happened to them?
Floods like this?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
No.
You were over there to help. Well, I mean, Fred Hollows Foundation is synonymous with helping cure, you know, curable blindness. Really, it's affordable as well.
Well, I was there because, you know, I'm a charity ambassador with Specsavers, and it was Specsavers who invited me and then to go to the Fred Hollows, and I said yes immediately. Immediately.
Didn't even think.
You know, I haven't met one person who's never heard of it.
I know.
Not one person. Everyone I told that I was going, they said, oh, how wonderful, what a good thing to do.
Liz, tell us about the foundation and the work they do.
Sure. Well, what many people actually don't know is that Fred Hollows was a Kiwi, and he was an eye surgeon and an incredibly passionate humanitarian. And basically, he dedicated his life to restoring sight and training eye health workers in developing countries. So the foundation was established 20 years ago to carry on his work after he died. So the Fred Hollows Foundation New Zealand works in the Pacific. So there's around 80,000 people who are needlessly blind in the Pacific.
How many?
80,000. 80,000.
This is the thing, needlessly blind.
Needlessly blind.
Can be cured.
Absolutely.
What sort of condition? Are we talking cataracts?
Yeah, so 70% of that blindness is caused by cataracts, and we can treat that with a relatively simple 20-minute operation, and that can cost as little as $25. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's so life-transforming, isn't it?
Mostly cataracts and glaucoma.
Yeah, cataracts and glaucoma, and also some diabetic retinopathy, because there's quite a lot of diabetes in the Pacific.
Well, I think we've got a bit of a clip of your trip there, so we'd just like to show you that now.
She's very young, isn't she, to have this? Is that common?
Yeah. It's common. It happens if they have some underlying condition.
Ah, right. Yeah.
Some medical condition.
But it doesn't run in her family. Her mother said that no one in the family has had it.
But it does happen. Some children develop it.
So how does that feel? Can you see?
How do you feel? So
Can you see it?
Yeah,
Good. Good. You can see that she has a band in her hair? Yeah.
Color.
Black, yeah.
Wow.
She was interesting because, you know, as Liz was saying, a lot of the cataracts is a byproduct of diabetes.
Right.
And we just don't see untreated, the down-the-road effects of diabetes in New Zealand because it gets treated. And so she had got them quite quickly. We met people who had been suffering for 7 years, but she actually got her cataracts and she'd only had them for about 7 months, but she was a severe diabetic.
And in terms of the operation, is it literally a quick fix like that, 20-minute operation, and you're good to go?
Well, essentially what happens is they make a cut in your eye, and they pull out the clouded lens or the cataract, and what they do then is they get a little intraocular lens. It's a tiny, tiny piece of plastic, and they insert that into the eye. and
It's fake
no
lens.
stitches
It's a
required.
false lens.
And
yeah.
essentially they go home for the night, come back the next morning, patches off, and normally they can see again. But the really amazing thing is that 20 years ago, these little IOLs cost around $200 each.
Yeah.
But Fred set up factories in Eritrea and in Nepal, which today produce them for around $5. So that's why
Yeah.
cataract surgery is now affordable in so many developing countries.
It's life-changing.
That's Fred's enduring legacy. Yeah.
Have you seen the operation?
Yeah, I've seen an operation. Yeah, it's incredible.
I mean, you know, I'm
Yeah.
Nurse Peter. I was a nurse in another life, and so you get all togged up and everything. But I mean, it's just like MASH. You cannot imagine how primitive this operating
that
theatre
right?
is. Everybody gets scrubbed up, but the reality is that people like me are walking in and out, even though I've got, you know,
Yeah.
shower cap on my feet and everything. You know. And I went right in, and these people, they get up and they sit, they lie, the patients lie quietly on the bed, totally trusting. They open their eyes, they get this thing put in to keep their eyes open. They get a local anaesthetic put into their eye, and I'm kind of like... And they sit there quietly while someone sticks scalpels in their eyes.
So they're completely awake for the whole time.
They're awake for the whole
Yeah, they're
thing.
awake. And they just cover their face.
No one
They can just see
objects,
their eye.
No one
Yeah.
moves.
I was going to ask you, was there some fear around it, but they are just totally
I think they
trusting.
probably are really nervous, and which is why some people don't turn up till 7 years down the line. And they walk in, it was very moving. They walk in, you know, clutching their husbands or clutching their sister because they've been blind for so long. They have the operation, they come back the next day to have the patch taken off, and they open their eyes. You know, if it was me, I would be screaming and throwing away my crutches and being dramatic and saying, I can see, I can see. But they've suffered for so long, and their lives are hard, and so they just open their eyes and they look around.
Taking it
and
in.
they say things like, oh, you've got red hair.
No, I met a
They're
man...
very quiet about it, aren't
Some of them
they?
won't
Yeah.
have seen their grandchildren either.
No, that's right.
You know, that's got to be the real one, isn't it, when they go, oh, that's what you look like.
Yeah,
It's
never met
phenomenal.
them before. And I saw a man last year and his patch came off and he went into his bag and he was taking out everything just one by one and looking at it in complete awe. Just that he could see again. It was so cute.
By
Yeah.
the time I was there, we did about 100, that we.
100.
The surgeons did about 100 people.
102 in 4 days.
In
4
4
days.
days. And
Yeah.
they worked, the surgeons worked from 7 in the morning till 7 at night.
Oh, that's incredible. And are these set up throughout the Pacific? This one's obviously in Fiji. Are
Yep.
there a number of them?
Last year we did surgical outreaches to 14 different places around the Pacific.
Right. So how
Yeah.
can people help?
Money.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
25 bucks.
25 bucks, yeah.
Yep, $25 donation.
Yeah.
Get down to Specsavers and you can put your donation in there, and there are Specsavers all over the place.
And you can totally change somebody's life.
That's
25
right, you can.
bucks.
Yeah, that's really cool. Oh, it's wonderful having you, but you're not going to go too far, are you? Because you're going to cook something fabulous.
I'm going to cook something
in the kitchen
Fijian for you.
Yes,
Oh,
indeed.
beautiful. I'm
Yay.
helping.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, that's just where it went suddenly horribly wrong.
Actually, I can manage on my own.
I'm sure you could. Thank you, Liz. Lovely to see you both.
Thank you.
For more about the Fred Hollows Foundation and how you can make a difference, head to our website.
And stick around because after the break, yes, Peter is whipping up a Fijian feast in the kitchen.